SoulHubFeels is back with another ex-girlfriend. And like I said in the last episode with number 8, this is number 9, and they are cousins. 8 and 9 are cousins. This is 9, and she was my fun ex-girlfriend. Don't get me wrong when I say this, a lot of my exes were fun, enjoyable, but I'm willing to say this is one of the more fun exes that I've had. I do have another fun ex, which is the next ex, but it's in a different way, and you'll see what I mean by that. So, this fun ex was always just fun. I mean, it was never, we never really fought or anything. It was just fun. Everything we did was fun for fun, and we, did the we we just had fun. I mean, I don't really know how to this it's kind of hard to explain. It's like you go out, you do things, you party, you drive around, you do the dirty, it was we went to the school. One of my fondest memories of us is actually we decided to go to a school dance. And school dances, they get dirtier than they are supposed to, for sure. um and So obviously, the whole twerking on you thing was going on, and the sexual or sexual, what do you call that, sexual not rhythm, sexual feels, I guess, were in the air. um and but other than that, it's like, it's not only that. We were dancing normally. We slow danced, and everything was good. We hung out before we went there, and just hung out at her house, and shot the shit, talking, and listening to music, being stupid and jamming, that sort of thing. Pre Basically, it's like pregame to go to a party. What are you gonna do before you go listen to music? Oh, we're gonna listen to some music and jam out, just us two and her little brother. So we did that, and then went to this party, and then uh, you know danced danced the night away, basically, and then went. We drove around a little bit afterwards, and then eventually I took her home, and then we did do the dirty outside. First time I ever did anything dirty outside, which is fun. Um, you get a breeze for the boys, per se. And then that was just one of the fun nights, and I felt like a lot of our nights were just highly fun, and we never had much of a dull moment. And she'd meet up with me at the basketball court and hang out with me while I played basketball. I had a great connection with her little brother. He, there's the little brothers when you're dating, where they're either gonna look up to you or they're gonna despise you. I got lucky and got the look up, which was really nice, because I have a younger brother myself, so having that's just kind of nice. It's like, being the older brother. Sometimes you get like um, an extra little moodlet for just being an older brother and being able to do something good for your sibling. Because I also have 6 older siblings, so it, it's kind of different that having a younger sibling compared to an older sibling. The older siblings, I don't feel like I get a moodlet for, whereas a younger sibling, they look up to you, so you get that extra moodlet. Um, so it was always just a good time. Uh, like I said, that night was really the most fond memory. But there was always like the other awkward like moments that still made it fun. Like when I met her mom. Her mom's a bit of a wreck, I suppose we'll say. And I didn't have a shirt on. It was like middle of summer and just hot as all balls. Um, it was like probably 110 that day or something like that. It was stupid hot. I remember. Um, and we had went over there, uh, and her mom's kind of a stoner and whatever, that whatever, that's fine. I'm not judging by any means. Um, and she there was like a pimple on my back, and she was obsessed with popping the pimple, and I still look back on it as a positive because of how funny the scenario was, and it was still a fun case. We made it. We made everything fun. We never let it down us until the end, when we realized all this fun is gonna take us far. Uh, it just kind of faded out of, well, the fun is only gonna last so long, and maybe it's maybe just I have always kind of just thought it was like the what do you call it, the honeymoon phase kind of deal. We got past that honeymoon phase of having a ton of fun, and it was then like, well, now what? And we started looking too deeply into like our future and how it just didn't. We overwhelmed ourselves basically, and that's okay. I think things worked out for the better. Again, I always think most things happen for a reason, so that's just the way the world works. Sometimes it happens for a reason, and I'm happy with how it turned out. So, Soul Hub feels like things just work out for a reason.